War is now imminent. The vampire's stirred vigor has touched the stark immortal. His foul power grows by the day. But for unlucky heroes emerge. For oftentimes naivety creates an expression of bravery. For when we do not know, we do not fear.
Ah, crap, it's a vampire. Welcome to the Crunch McDabble Show. It's the Halloween edition. I decided to make an Exemplar boss fight. I had this great vampire model with this two-handed sword, and I thought it might be fun to mess around with the Exemplar to see what it can do. And it seemed like a good fit. So I set the vampire at level 3, and I toyed around with the idea of making him level 5, because if you've ever watched these holiday shows, I just love to murder the party, or at least see how much punishment they can take. And I guess I call it stress testing. Anyways, I settled on level 3, and even there with the Exemplar, I thought this would be a tough fight. The Exemplar hits hard, and it has all of this healing. So I'm looking at these icon abilities, and in my mind, I can't see how I can lose. I'm looking at, on this one round, going back and forth. On one round, using 2 attacks, and if one of them hits, using the Drink of My Foe's ability to get some hit points back, and then switch back to the body icon. And then on the rounds with the body icons, I can use the No Scar But This to heal back 2d8 hit points. So I thought every round I would be adding in some more hit points back. And you can see I surrounded the vampire with 3 CR-1 buddies, a zombie shambler, which is just a big 2-action around sack of hit points, a skeleton guard, which I'm using as the classic skeleton archer, just sitting back and shooting arrows, and then a late roster addition, an adept, a creature from the Game Mastery Guide. Kermit is going to open up this encounter with a 3-action Force Barrage. That's Magic Missile. It's a nasty spell, and you get it when you're a Cleric of Nethys. So that's one reason to be a Cleric of Nethys. And the vampire boss's turn begins. He is upper management, and he's about to show you why. It's this kind of decision making. You can see he doesn't charge into the fight. Instead, he takes up a position that is reasonable at a good spot so that his party can fill in behind him. And he switches to his body icon, and he can heal himself back up to full. So he completely negates that magic missile, and he sets up on the front line where he wants to be. That's a boss move. And then Carl's going to step up. He's going to cast guidance, and he's going to take a swing. You can see I gave Carl the blessed background just to mess around with the interesting background for a paladin. I don't think it's that big of a deal. The blessed having guidance is kind of nice, but I kind of like the Scion of Slayer better. And then here is the Adept, that late addition to the evil party. He will step up into the vampire's aura. He gets that +1 circumstance bonus to his armor class just for being there. And he's going to let loose that Daze spell. We'll see if Carl can make his save. On the skeleton's turn, just shooting as many arrows as he can in one round. That dice is horrible. Sorry about that. You can't really see that. Should have picked a better color. Should have put less bloom on there, but I love bloom. I thought it looked like a bone look, so I thought that'd be cool, but you can't really see it. I guess he got a 1 hit on there on Carl, so that's good with the +1 circumstance bonus to AC for a light cover, but he still got him with 3 damage there. Oh, look who it is. Who doesn't like Gervis, and who doesn't like a fighter who plays like this? He steps up, uses both actions to move so he can create a flank on both the Adept and the Vampire. He's pinning down the Adepts so they can't cast without provoking, so he'll have to back off to cast. That right there is a boss move. He's ready to take some punishment from the Exemplar if he turns around and hits him. So that's playing like a fighter should play. Silva, just the star of the show today. She uses that huge movement, that elf movement, to get into the flank and just rips into that adept with her longsword, taking out the trash, one down, picking up the trash that Gearfist left there, and she stays on the perimeter away from the big hitter. That's good rogue play right there. The zombie shambler steps up, takes a swing, and misses, and the round is over. We're heading into round 2. Buckle up. Kermit does his role as Healbot, putting a 2-action heal on Carl. That should get him back to full. I guess Kermit, he's just going to stand there, I guess, and waste that 3rd action. I don't know. I must have forgot to do something. The vampire, listen, he's just going to show Carl who the boss is. How do you like my steel? That's what he says. How do you like my steel? That's a critical hit. That damage is ferocious. That's pretty rough. And he's going to turn and give some of that steel to Gearfist as well. That guy, I mean, he had a rough childhood or something. Obviously, he's pouring out all that pain on the people around him. Well, the roll isn't that good on the damage, but that was a tough call right there. I had to decide what to do. I decided to move him a little bit to keep these guys from flanking. Might not have been the right spot to move to. He probably wanted to post up next to a zombie to take advantage of a buddy next to him, but that was what I chose. He moved out of the way a little bit. And Gearfist, that's great, buddy. 2 misses. Well done. Silva, she is absolutely on fire today. She rips in another backstab. And then the team player that she is, she uses that battle medicine skill on Carl. Tough roll, only a +4 medicine, but she got it. She got it. We are going into round 3. It's been pretty even, kind of back and forth. Kermit will do his obligatory heal on the Paladin. I like that. That will get him up to full, and we will, and then Kermit will move up. Should have done that last round. Now, Carl is one of these turns. You've been knocked out. You need to spend an action to pick up your weapon. You need to spend an action to stand, and then to attack. Pathfinder, I mean, it's so often you have more actions than you know what to do within a round, and then all of a sudden this happens, and all of a sudden you don't have enough actions to even do anything. And here we go. It's the Embrace of Destiny Exemplar ability. Basically, you suck someone within your aura. You can suck them up into your reach, which is pretty awesome. Kermit got within this aura, and he paid the price. Will save is good. He's good at that, but it's not enough. And now the classic battle axiom: casters die first. If Kermit is going to heal everyone up, well, that ends when he goes down. Let's find out how tough this little cleric of Nethys actually is. Clerics are pretty tough, D8. They're good. And then the skeleton, he attacks that big, broad dwarf right in front of him. Wide target, lots of dice, not a lot of hits. And it's Silva's turn. Unbelievable. I mean, she's unconscious today, just tearing everything up with that little slice and dice sword she's got there, single-handedly swinging this fight into the party's favor. I mean, she's just strapping them onto her back and carrying them across the finish line. What a day for her. The zombie gets a nice hit in there, and that will do it for round 3. We're going on to round 4. Let's see how this thing resolves. Kermit. This guy, Kermit, he's going to drop a 3-action healing bomb. That will be 7 healing for everybody within 30 feet, which will be Kermit. Carl's getting back to full. Beefy plus 10 fortitude save. You're going against a DC 17. The only thing you don't want to do here is roll a 1. Well, there you go. That's a critical fail. You lose. And that's it for the rest of the bad guys too, because they're going to go down real easy without the boss there. It's like they don't even work when the boss isn't there. Well, there you have it. The good guys win. Never again. Never again. Next year, there's going to be 2 exemplars. Next year, there's going to be 3 exemplars. That's it. That's ridiculous. That's so unfortunate. That never should have happened like that. But that is it. I've been your host, Crunch McDabbles. This has been the Crunch McDabbles Show. Survive Galarian with the Rogue and some sneak attack, baby, because that was what the difference was today. Ooh.